Trebbia is an international award bought in the Prague Church of St. Roch. The French saint named Roch lived at the turn of the 13th and 14th century. He helped wherever there was the raging plague epidemic. In the end, he himself fell ill in the plague and withdrew to a cave on the bank of the Italian river Trebbia. As an act of thanksgiving for the fact that the plague epidemic evaded Prague, in 1990, Emperor II and the Strahov abbot Jan Lohel initiated the building of a church which was dedicated to St. Roch. Since 1994 until 2021, this church has accommodated the Mirror Gallery, which in 2000 established the International Award as an expression of thanks to patrons and artists, is named after the river Trebbia. Nowadays, these awards are presented by the Trebbia Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Trebbia 2023 International Awards Gala Evening will be hosted by Jitka Novotná and Luboň Bajaník, Czech and Slovak Republic. Have a pleasant good evening, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear TV viewers. It would be difficult to find a more festive venue for this magnificent gathering. The Spanish Hall of Prague Castle is becoming a meeting place for artists, patrons, and supporters of art, beauty, and goodness. Welcome to the 21st Annual Benefit Gala Evening, opening with music by one of the winners of the International Trebbia Award, Juraj Filas. The Slovak Chamber Orchestra played together with members of the Slovak Philharmonic Orchestra, conducted by Jaroslav Kisling. They will perform several more impressive works. But for now, let us listen to the words of a revered and respected man, the Archbishop Emeritus of Prague, His Eminence Dominik Kardinál Duka. Laudatio. Pleasant good evening. You're welcome. Dear ladies, gentlemen, most of all, dear laureates of Trebbia Award, I was asked to express laudatio. But because to express really gratitude, but as well to express the honor for your work and effort, artistic performance, I cannot do, and even time will not allow me. Trebbia River is the place where, due to the guts effect, found his health Saint Rock, and also due to his little dog, a man who is coming back to his born Montpellier, incognito, and he died there. It's a legend, but the legend is also based on the braveness of the human being. In the moment when, in the plague epidemic, where many were left, ran away and left their families in monasteries, he belonged to those who stayed, and he knew that the mission of the human being is to be there with others and for others. Trebbia River is a river where was held a war. Hannibal won upon Rome. In our lives can be a lost, it might be a lost battle, but then we can expect a win, as Carthago lost in the battle. What you've overcame in your life is for you always a challenge not to give up and to know that if you feel worse, it's the God's help is the closest. Thank you, Your Eminence. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now remember the winners of the Trebbia Award, whom we held in high esteem and who have made a lasting impression on us with their work, their thinking, their humor, and their insight. Since the last Trebbia Gala, several irreplaceable personalities have left this world. The lasting inspiration and encouragement to live a fulfilled life remains there after the for some we have just remembered. Distinguished and dear guests, our attention and gratitude is also due to the personalities who closely follow or have followed cultural events, artistic achievements, and the contributions of individual artists and performers. They are the personalities who also subsequently introduced the new laureates to this stage. These are they, the honorary and current members of the Trebbia International Nomination Committee. Václav Havel, one of the most important personalities of modern history from 2007 until his death 2011, he was an honorary member of the Trebbia International Nomination Committee. Jiří Bělohlavek, a legendary international renowned Czech conductor and teacher, was from 2013 until his death in 2017 also a member of the committee. The strengths of these two prominent personalities had made a significant contribution to the international reputation of the Trebbia Award, for which we owe them our thanks and deep respect. Bengt Eichel comes from Sweden. He has been living and doing business in Prague for more than 20 years. He is an avid golfer with a strong interest in culture and art. His life credo is to never be afraid of hard work and never give up. Eva Blahova is a professor of opera and concerting singing. She has worked as a concert singer and teacher almost all over Europe, South and North America and Asia. She is director emeritus of the Janáček Opera in Brno and long-standing member of the International Allegretto Festival Committee in Slovakia. Michael Haas is a galleries, and his domain is high-quality art of classical modern art and concurrent art. In Berlin and Zurich, he runs the gallery. Hinek Moníček, diplomat, former Czech ambassador to the USA, to the United Nations in New York, to India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Maldives, and Sri Lanka, to Australia, now Czech ambassador to Vietnam. Michael March is a poet of admirable intelligence, but also of social expansion. He is an author of several poetic collections, but also the International Prague Writers' Festival. He knows how to combine imagination with the topical political situation, and thus he tirelessly connects intellectuals and writers from all around the world. He was born in New York and lives mainly in Prague. John Mucha is the grandson of the famous Czech painter Alfons Mucha and son of the renowned writer Jiří Mucha. His mother was a Scottish composer, Geraldine Muchová. An unfavorable Kheder review did not allow him to study at university in Czechoslovakia, so he went to England, where he studied economics. He is currently the trustee and custodian of his grandfather's estate and artistic legacy. Martin Jan Stránsky is MD, neurologist. Besides his own medical practice, he lectures at the Yale University and Charles University in Prague. He is the publisher of Přítomnost magazine, founder of the Prague Press Club, and the Impulse 99, the civic movement. In 1995, he has established and has been a manager since of an outpatient clinic at Národní Street with 25 physicians, all specialists. Klaus von Trotta, university professor, he worked as a member of parliament and minister of science, research and the arts of Baden-Württemberg, Federlands. He is currently active as a president of the International Hermann Hesse Literary Society. Culture entrepreneur Miro Smolák, author of the cultural humanitarian project Picture Voucher Miro, founded the Trebbia European Award, International Award. He is the founder of the Trebbia Foundation and the chairman of the Trebbia International Committee. What our thoughts become words and then actions. Our evening enters the ceremonial phase with the awarding of awards for clever and creative thoughts and actions. Before that, we'll take a look at the trophy that's been prepared for the awardees. The author of the Trebbia statuette is an outstanding Czech sculptor, artist and musician Stefan Milkov. He was born in 1955 in Bohumín. He graduated masters and many others in Prague. Academy of Arts, Architecture and Design in Prague. He has been member of the Tvrdohlavík artistic group. He was with bronze, wood, rolled glass. Despite the fact that the statuette is generally static in nature, his works seem to be in motion, which is naturally creating sort of tension and excitement. The figure of an angel protecting something fragile, an egg as a symbol of the cycle of life and creativity, reflects with invention slightly but precisely the essence and mission of the Trebbia Award. Creation is joy, energy, a bar soul, and a dream. Creation is also doubts, thoughts, slumps, and sorrows. Creation is a necessity, greater for some, lesser for the others. It is a destiny and a mission. We are sure to hear much more about this uniquely human dimension from our laureates.
Trebbia
2023 for creative activities. The first of today's awardees is sure to sail gracefully onto the stage. He was able to express so much through dance, an impressive union of body and soul. Through dance, he made his dreams come true. Jaroslav Moravčík is an outstanding Slovak dancer, choreographer and director who studied folk dance at the Dance Conservatory and then folk dance choreography at the Academy of Performing Arts in Bratislava. He started his career in the Slovak State Traditional Dance Company. He created 8 full-length programs for this dance company. For 7 years, he led a ballet company in Mörbisch, Austria. He also co-founded the Slovak Chamber Ballet. His choreographies play a crucial role in many major entertainment programs on Slovak and Czech television, as well as in films. In Slovakia, he collaborated on pieces such as Lemonade Show, Adam Shangala, Peter Pan, The Millennium Bee, and many others. In terms of his contribution to the Czech Republic, we can mention The Big Beat, Cabaret, and The Beggar's Opera, Playing with the Devil. The typical features of his distinctive work include original expression through movement, human extraordinary sense of rhythm. He likes to use props and conventional choreographic techniques. In his work, he utilizes perfect knowledge of folklore material as well as the principles of classical and modern dance with an emphasis on rhythm. He currently leads the Attaché Dance Ensemble. He has received several prestigious awards for his work in choreography and direction.
So
Jaroslav Moravčík is coming among us, and also 2 presenters, former soloist and head of the National Theatre Ballet in Prague, Vlastimil Harapes, and Slovak poet, teacher and historian and laureate of the International Trebbia Award, Josef Leikert. Mr. Jaroslav Moravčík. Hello, good evening. Let's start with Mr. Harapes. You could probably talk endlessly about the art and dance. Today, we are interested in how the creative legacy of your Slovak colleague, Mr. Moravčík, affects you. Well, it's very difficult, as we have seen the entire CV. Nothing much to add, and it's better to watch. At least to watch the recording. It was really good. And I'm really pleased that our colleague is not a Czech, not Slovak, he's Moravčík, coming from Morava. It's quite strange, so it's really great. And I would like to ask a question. What kind of music did you enjoy working most, and what did it mean to you? Well, I enjoy working with music that I create myself by props, using props or found objects. I keep finding it in the landfill or waste bin, and they have good soul, and it's enough just to enter it with dancing. Let's give the statuette, Mr. Harapes. Mr. Leikert, with your expertise and erudition, you can certainly capture the benefit of Mr. Moravčík's traces in our cultural life. A trace? Well, I think the trace is really substantial and something we cannot repeat. We used to have 2 fantastic choreographers, Professor Stefan Nosan and Juraj Kubánek in Slovakia. Mr. Moravčík studied with them, and he's even greater than them somehow. They were pure Slovaks, but I think Mr. Moravčík is pure, genuine Slovak, European global soul, and that's why I think he really deserves today's award. Thank you very much. Let's give the diploma, please. Mr. Moravčík, I have heard that you got a nickname, a man of a rhythm, so the synergy of genre really is strong. Nevertheless, I'm interested to know how did you respond to an information that in Prague, really precious, heavy statuette waits for you. What did you think? Well, I answered a call that I would receive by email a nomination list. I really didn't have any idea what it would be about. I didn't have my glasses on, so I had to ask my wife to read it for me. And she read it, and she started crying. And she was really touched. And then I was touched also. I'm quite a humorous guy. I started to dance. I kept dancing. I'm a man of certain age, so I had some pain already. She looked at me and smiled, and she said, you see, was it Trebbia, which is a joke? Was it word of it? Speaking Slovak. Thank you very much, Mr. Moravčík. Let's applaud. Mr. Jaroslav Moravčík, congratulations. I think our next laureate is enjoying a happy life. He has a perfect command of language that evokes positive perceptions and emotions, images of dancing, beaches, water, sunshine, and well-being, a joy and happiness. Yes, he has intimately explored the culture of both Spanish and Portuguese-speaking countries. Professor Pavel Štěpánek is a prominent Czech art historian, expert on the history of art and architecture of the Hispanic world, publicist and translator. He studied art history at the Faculty of Arts, Charles University in Prague. He was the editor of the Spanish section of the Czech news agency CTK. Until 1989, he worked as an assistant at the National Gallery and the Central Bohemian Gallery. He was editor of the magazine Atelier. From 1991, he was the Counselor of Embassy and Charge d'Affaires of the Czechoslovak and then Czech Republic Embassy in Venezuela. He has written dozens of work on Hispanic art and artists and a number of publications on cultural relations between the Czech Republic and Spain, Mexico, Peru, or Venezuela. His teaching activities are also rich. He is a corresponding member of the Royal Academy in Madrid, the National Academy of Fine Arts in Lisbon, and an honorary member of the American Hispanic Society in New York. Among other awards, he is the most prestigious the Order of Isabella the Catholic, conferred by the King of Spain, or the Order of the Aztec Eagle, which he received from the President of Mexico. Our award presenters are chosen very stylishly. The Ambassador of the United Mexican States, Mrs. Rosa Rueda, comes, and the Spanish Ambassador Alberto Muerto Hurneta, both representing their countries in the Czech Republic, and of course Professor Pavel Štěpánek.
Pan Pavel Štěpánek.
Pavel Štěpánek.
Krásný dobrý večer.
Have a very nice evening.
For us to welcome you at this ceremony. Mrs. Leonora Rueda, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Dobrý večer. I truly believe that the knowledge and appreciation of history and cultural development of peoples is a fundamental pillar in the construction of bridges for the friendship and understanding among nations. Thank you, Professor Štěpánek.
Vážený pane profesore Štěpánku, děkuji vám za to, že jste byl takovým skvělým stavitelem. Vy jste oslovil celý svět a díky vám existují skvělé vztahy mezi Českou republikou a Mexikem a celou Latinskou Amerikou. Gratuluji, hodně štěstí.
Muchísimas gracias.
And Your Excellency, I would like to ask you for a few words in this
Vaše
festive and
excelence, dovolte nám,
ceremonial
abychom vás
moment.
přivítali na tomto pódiu.
Dobrý den. Dear Professor,
Vážený pane
Pavel.
profesore, vážený Pavle,
I'm very glad to be here.
já jsem velice
at the
rád,
Spanish Hall.
že jsem tady ve španělském sále a domnívám se, že je to velmi dobrý znak toho, že tato cena pro vás se předává právě ve španělském sále Pražského hradu.
In life,
Existují okamžiky v životě, které jsou vytvořeny proto, aby se zapamatovaly. A pro vás je to právě dnešní den, který představuje jeden z těchto momentů, protože my vám gratulujeme jako osobě, ale zároveň, a to je dokonce i důležitější, gratulujeme vám za vaši práci, kterou jste dělal celé tyto roky. Při této příležitosti mohu pouze říci jedno slovo. Děkuji. Gracias.
Dobrý. Děkuji.
Děkuji.
Děkuji. Děkuji vám, pane profesore.
Thank you, Mr. Professor.
Bravo. Pane profesore, to je uznání od 2 velvyslanců. Vidíte, když si člověk ovšem letmo proběhne všechna témata, kterým jste se kdy v životě věnoval, tak opravdu pocítí lehkou závrať a nezměrný respekt. Dokázal byste říct, co pro vás byla
What has been
nejdůležitější
the most
životní
interesting
práce?
work for you so far? Can you just express it? Well, first of all, I would like to express my thanks to the committee, Trebbia committee, that did not reject or accepted some of my studies that actually show and demonstrate not only the history of Spanish art, but also different relations. I feel that by doing so, an interest will be raised and traditions that exist will be strengthened. Do you need any witness? We are all witnesses because we are here in Spanish Hall. Thank you very much again.
Pan
Professor Pavel Štěpánek, the bearer of the Order of Isabella the Catholic, the Order of the Aztec Eagle, and freshly the International Trebbia Award. Congratulations.
Pan Pavel Štěpánek.
Mr. Pavel Štěpánek, congratulations.
No ano, ty Habsburgovci to velmi dobře
Well, the
potrefájali.
Habsburgs family just built it really nice. So trophies for creative activities were awarded, ladies and gentlemen. And let's indulge in a moment with music again. We are very happy that even after 30 years after the division of Czechoslovakia, 1st of January 1993, the connection of our nation through culture and art persists. You even do not know how glad I am, dear musicians from Slovakia. And I believe that before the brilliant aria, the soloist of the National Theatre in Prague, Pavel Kubáň, had the breath, the singing and talking, maybe some exercise and maybe even some dancing, because we are waiting for the brisk entrée of the title character from Rossini's The Barber of Seville.
rasori e pettini, lancette forbici al mio comando, tutto qui sta. Lancette forbici, rasori e pettini al mio comando, tutto qui sta. E la risorsa, poi del mestiere, con la donnetta, col cavaliere, con la donnetta, tra la 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 l'era, col cavaliere, la 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 che bel vivere, che bel piacere, che bel piacere. Per un barbiere di qualità, di qualità. Tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, donne e ragazzi, vecchie fanciulle, alla parrucca, presto la barba, alla sanguigna, presto mi lieto, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, alla parrucca, presto la barba, presto mi lieto, hey! Figaro, 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 oimè, oimè, che furia, oimè, che furia, uno alla volta, per carità, per carità, per carità, uno alla volta, uno alla volta, uno alla volta, per carità. Figaro, son qua, Figaro, son qua, Figaro là, Figaro qua, Figaro là, Figaro su, Figaro giù, Figaro giù, Figaro su, pronto prontissimo, son come fulmine, sono i fattori nella città, nella città, nella città, nella città, nella città. Ah, bravo Figaro, bravo, bravissimo, ah, bravo Figaro, bravo, bravissimo, fortunatissimo, fortunatissimo, fortunatissimo per verità. Ah, bravo Figaro, bravo, bravissimo, ah, bravo Figaro, bravo, bravissimo, fortunatissimo, fortunatissimo, fortunatissimo per verità. Sono evocato nella città, sono evocato nella città, nella città.
Trebbia 2023 ceny za podporu
for support of the
kultury a
culture
umění.
and arts.
Nádych a výdych.
Let's breathe. After excellent music with Jitka, we are part of Trebbia for a couple of years, and we are still fascinating by people that keep helping to creators and interpreters with wisdom, and we can say that our life, they make it better and more colorful. The first award goes to Austria. Agnes Huslein-Arco studied art history in Vienna and Paris. In 1991, she opened the Vienna branch of Sotheby's, and until 2000, she managed the branches in Vienna, Budapest, and Prague. From 2001, she managed the Rupertinum and was the founding director of the Museum of Modern Art in Salzburg. She was instrumental in the development of the Museum of Modern Art in Carinthia. From 1990 to 2000, she was a member of the Austrian Supervisory Board of the Guggenheim Museum. From 2007 to 2016, she was extremely successful director of the Belvedere in Vienna. She then was successfully a member of the board of Leot Museum Privatstiftung, where she served as curator of the Heidi Horten collection. Currently, she is the director of the private Museum Heidi Horten collection in the center of Vienna. It represents a collection of cutting-edge contemporary modern art, which the patron Heidi Horten has been building since 1990s. Excellent smiling lady Agnes Uslain-Arco comes on stage in Spanish Hall at the Prague Castle in a moment, accompanied by gentlemen also active in the fine arts and exhibition field. They are the creator of Alfons Mucha exhibition, founder of the Mucha Foundation, and member of the Trebbia International nomination, John Mucha, and the owner and director of the Adolphus Apartment and Gallery, Vladimír Lekeš.
Paní Agnes
Mrs. Agnes
Huslain-Arco.
Huslain-Arco.
Želáme dobrý večer. Pán Mucha,
Wish you pleasant evening. Mr. Mucha will start with you. What do you appreciate particularly on Mrs. Huslain-Arco? What would you highlight about personality? We know each other for many years. I do appreciate her support of Czech arts and active promotion of Czech culture as our cooperation at in Hubertine and Belvedere exhibitions, promotion of arts of my grandpa. Cooperation with her was always marvelous. Many thanks and congratulations. Please present Trebbia statuettes, the trophy. Mr. Lekeš, Mr. Agnes, you've heard many kind and appreciating words here. With what feelings do you look back on your life in art? We know with Mrs. Agnes Huslain-Arco over 30 years, and I am convinced that Agnes has done for promotion of the Czech art abroad more than anybody else, promotion of the Czech arts as nobody else in the world. She was organizing exhibition of Czech cubistic arts during her presence in Salzburg. Was very famous exhibition as a function of director of National Art Gallery in Austria was Mucha's exhibitions, and a permanent exhibition of Czech arts was also conducted by her. And I would like to wish her a lot of success in her function in Van Porten Museum. Many thanks.
Mrs. Huslain-Arco, you've heard so many praiseful and nice words, but with what feelings, what emotions do you look back on your life with art and in art so far? What was the most striking moment?
First of all, I'm deeply touched. My ancestors are from this country, and I grew up taught by my father about the history and the culture of this country. And they always supported the culture, so I decided I want to help too. And I had the chance to become a director of different museums, so it was a pleasure and a great, wonderful thing to show the great art of your country. Thank you very much for honoring me. Děkuji.
Vielen Dank. Ďakujeme a
Many thanks.
srdečne gratulujeme.
And we
Agnes
cordially
Huslain-Arco.
congratulate Agnes Huslain-Arco.
Paní Agnes
Mrs. Agnes
Huslain-Arco.
Huslain-Arco.
Gratulujeme.
Congratulations. For several decades, he has been spreading awareness of Czech culture in the United States, its distinctive promoters and creative personalities, and he does it with dedication and passion. Let's see. Czech-American businessman, arts promoter and opera singer Stanislav Kotyza emigrated to the United States in the 1980s. In 2001, he was the founder of a major cultural organization, the Harmony Foundation, in Rio City, New York State, which supports artistic activities in music, fine arts, and other fields. He is a great promoter of Czech and Slovak music. He financially supported the concert of the Castle Guard and Czech Police Orchestra at Carnegie Hall, which paid tribute to all New York police officers and firefighters for their courage, fully demonstrated on September the 11th. He funded the production of a unique organ in St. Nicholas Church in his native Humpolec city. One of his most significant achievements was sponsoring a monumental recording of the Requiem Oratio Spei by the Czech composer of Slovak origin Juraj Filas at the Rudolfinum in Prague, making it possible for American listeners to hear this work on major radio stations across the United States. He discovered, staged, and recorded several forgotten Czech Christmas carols. We invite the Director Emeritus of the Janáček Opera in Brno, member of the International Trebbia Nomination Committee, Mrs. Eva Blahova, to the stage, and Marian Turner, General Director of the Slovak Philharmonic Orchestra, and of course our dear laureate from overseas, Mr. Stanislav Kotyza.
Pan Stanislav Kotyza.
Mr. Stanislav Kotyza.
Krásný dobrý večer.
Have a very nice evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Blahova, would you appreciate above all about the culture and artistic footprint of Mr. Kotyza? Hello, good evening. First of all, I would like to say that I'm really glad that I'm honored to present this beautiful award to Mr. Kotyza. 130 years ago, they have invited Antonín Dvořák to New York Conservatory to improve music teaching and raise a new generation of musicians and composers. And you have managed in more than 20 years to promote and make more visible in the United States of America both Czech and Slovak artists, and we are really grateful for your effort. Well, I have to say that French proverb says cherchez la femme, and I have to say your wife, that your wife cooperates with you from the very beginning. She helps in your foundation, so I would like to wish you a lot of health, energy, optimism, and joy in your foundation, and please stay grateful to us.
Pán riaditeľ, aj vás požiadame o význam.
Mr. Kotyza, we would like to ask you to tell us a few words. Hello, good evening. I would like to thank on behalf of the entire cultural peoples, because if somebody exports the art to the planet as Mr. Kotyza, it's one of the most beautiful things that one nation can experience, and it's a beauty that Mr. Kotyza combines both nations, supporting composer Filas, artists, and many other things. So what you have mentioned at the beginning, that there is a harmony of Czech, Slovak nations, and Mr. Kotyza demonstrates such harmony. So I would propose that Humpolec city inhabitants don't give the award only to Mr. Hliník, but primarily to Mr. Kotyza, because we can see his action. Thank you very much. Mr. Kotyza, we would be very interested to hear the cultural potential of your homeland, to which you devote so much care, appears to you from a distant perspective from overseas. Well, our cultural potential as a Czech nation is great, and we need to support it. What our nation had accomplished in the tradition of music, history of music, is unrepeatable. So many genial composers and musicians. It deserves our support because the art represents one of the cornerstones of culture, and culture represents one of the entities that creates a nation. I would like to thank my wife. I have good ideas. I keep having good ideas. What can be achieved? My wife is the one that really makes it happen, and including crowdfunding and so on. So on behalf of Czechs and Slovaks, I thank you very much for everything you have done for our culture. And you will hear the Frederica Flot of Marta's operas, Marta's. Thank you very much. Mr. Stanislav Kotyza, congratulations. We wish you a lot of health, happiness, and beautiful marriage.
Pan Stanislav Kotyza.
Mr. Stanislav Kotyza, congratulations. Culture and art, emotions. That's what I like about Trebbia, because we can sense a lot of emotions here for everybody, the award winners, and for all of you who are present here, as well as the viewers of Czech and Slovak television TV Noe. On the Trebbia YouTube channel, we have prepared another musical treat from the opera of operas, that is Mozart Don Giovanni. Yes, greatly angered because she was seduced and abandoned. Donna Elvira combines her opinion of the damnable, dissolute man whom she still loves in her heart. And this is the motive of love again, and she will confide in us through the mouth of Alena Miro. And we'll hear also the damnable man, Pavol Kubaň. I'm sorry.
Trebbia 2023 ceny za přínos k dialogu
contribution to the
národních
dialogue of national cultures.
Vážení hostia,
Dear guests in the Spanish Hall at the Prague Castle, dear TV viewers, you are watching the broadcast of the 21st annual of the International Trebbia Award ceremony. So far, we have presented 4 awards. The 5th statuette will be awarded for the contribution to the dialogue of national culture. We find ourselves in several diverse fields: fashion, education, humanitarian health, social, humanitarian aid, and last but not least, of course, culture. Entrepreneur and philanthropist Monica Sofia Duarte is originally from Cape Verde. She studied physical engineering and then finance. After a successful career as a top model, she founded her own fashion brand, Monica Sofia. She is the founder and vice president of the Czech Cape Verde Chamber of Commerce, which aims to promote relations between the two countries in the fields of trade, culture, education, and tourism. She founded and manages the Hope Cape Verde Endowment Fund, which contributes to the development of Cape Verde through humanitarian aid to the most vulnerable social groups, children, youth, women, and disabled. In her hometown of Santa Cruz, she has established 16 multimedia centers for youth. She donated over 200 computers to elementary schools and provided enormous assistance to Cape Verdean communities during the coronavirus pandemic. For example, to the municipalities of Santa Cruz and Tarrafal, she donated an ambulance and 3 schools houses. As the most active African in the Czech Republic, she was honored by the Ministry of Industry and Trade and the Promoting Country. Please welcome businesswoman and philanthropist Monica Sofia Silvia Duarte. She's coming together with Mr. Leos Ryško, a priest, also a filmmaker, founder and director of TV Nova, and Marcos Rodriguez, president of the Chamber of Commerce of the Sotavento Archipelago in Cape Verde.
Paní
Mrs. Monica Sofia Silva Duarte. Have a very nice evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Ryško, as a Silesian, I'm sure you are very much welcome all the activities of Mrs. Duarte for the benefit of children, youth, and everybody in need. Yes, I'm really honored and I really admire Monica, a girl that was raised on the street, become such a noblest lady with a big heart. We have heard what she had achieved, and even though Cape Verde Republic is so far away, there are still so many things that we have in common, and she demonstrates it so well, the common striving for happiness and love. That's what we have in common. You need an empathy for it, a love, a will, and a hope. I hope if you are lucky and just help somebody to get lucky, then you'll get lucky yourself. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Mr. Rodriguez, how do you perceive the range of activities this young, energetic woman was able and still has been able to create and develop?
Good evening. I would like to congratulate Monica for everything she does and represents in the world. I wish her success, positive energy, and that continues to believe in Cape Verde. She can count on me the realization of her project. Many thanks for Trebbia Foundation. Many thanks, Czech Republic. Václav Havel said, "Is most important in life is faith, and determination." Thank you, thank you, thank you.
A teď si představte, že s touto
Let's
krásnou
imagine
dámou svým
that with such a beautiful lady, I can speak Czech. Mrs. Duarte, what do you find to be your most important task at the moment? Where are you investing your maximum energy and effort now? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for this question. Thank you very much. Now, I put my maximum energy to development of Cape Verde. As a small girl, I was raised in poverty, so that's why I understand everybody who is in emergency, who lives in poverty. I focus on young people, on children, because I see them as a potential not only for Cape Verde, but for the entire Africa. Thank you, Trebbia, for this opportunity. And primarily, I thank very much to Czech Republic for being here, for being able to do business and implement my ideas. Thank you, everybody, for your support. I'm grateful for everything I have achieved thanks to the Czech Republic, and I would like to show to Cape Verde inhabitants that it is possible, and I believe that with the support of everybody, we will make it happen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's upload Monica Sofia Silva Duarte. It was an honor.
Mrs. Monica Sofia Silva Duarte. Congratulations. Without discussion about difficult topics, it would be difficult to find ways to understand each other, especially nowadays where we build the barricades instead of communication. But our next laureate has made a significant contribution to the dialogue of national cultures. The distinguished American professor of history and law, David M. Crow, is co-president of Chapman University. He began his career at the National Archives of the United States as a specialist on Russia. He is a highly respected expert on international criminal law, the Holocaust, and the history of the Roma in Eastern Europe and Russia, as well as on 20th century China. He has lectured at the most prestigious universities, Elon University, Columbia University, and Heidelberg, Budapest and Bucharest universities. His professional publications have been translated into several languages. His extensive, comprehensive and internationally recognized work is the biography of Oskar Schindler, or the history of the Holocaust, which represents a cornerstone of Holocaust education also in our country. A history of the gypsies of Eastern Europe and Russia is said to be the most comprehensive work on the Roma in English. He is currently completing a biography of the father of the genocide convention, Raphael Lemkin, which will be published in 2024. The Trebbia statuette will be presented to our laureate by the abbot of Strahov Monastery, Daniel Peter Janáček, and by the physician, publisher, and member of the International Trebbia Nomination Committee, Martin Jan Stránsky. Our applause accompanies both gentlemen and especially the laureate, David M. Crow. Mr. David M. Crow.
Good evening, dobrý večer.
Mr. Abbott, the dialogue of national cultures is certainly a great topic for you too, so please take the floor. Dialogue of cultures. It is not only a question for myself. It deals with each of us, each human being. Culture is transcendent. It comes from our inside. We long for perception as well to give, and we longing for fulfillment. The strength of the tree is not in the branches but in the roots. And therefore the roots are coming from our inner side. And Mr. Professor is showing the way of the dialogue coming from the roots. And I wish him a lot of success in this route. Many thanks, Mr. Stránsky. Please share your thoughts that accompany you at this ceremonial moment. I will maybe say something slightly different. I really appreciate Mr. Professor. It's quite simple to write about love, something simple, how about our well-being, but to write how systematically we harm each other, rape each other, to describe the truth. This is very important, and my gratitude for that.
Ano, je to tak, pravda a fakty.
The truth and the facts, it's the topic not only of today.
In your life, so tell us more about your future activities you intend to focus on.
This fall, I'll finish a biography of Raphael Lemkin, who is the father of the Genocide Convention, and then I'll begin work on a biography of Pearl Buck, who was the American-Chinese scholar, spent the first 40 years of her life in China, came to the States in the early 30s, and in the last part of the 30s, she won both the Pulitzer Prize and the Nobel Peace Prize in Literature. And her focus on her books, her writings, were Chinese peasants. And she's credited with opening the Western world, China, in that particular time period. Once she settled and became very famous in the United States, she became, for example, a driving force behind the UN's adoption of the International Human Rights Accord and also the Genocide Convention.
Thank you very much. Neutíchajúce úsilie pána Davida M. Crowe. Thank you very much. Ďakujeme veľmi pekne.
Pan David M. Crowe.
Mr. David M. Crowe.
Gratulujeme.
Congratulations.
Vážení hosté,
Distinguished guests,
milí diváci,
dear
otevíráme
viewers,
kategorii
we open a category that is an expression of deep respect and reference to the lifetime of achievement of the individual. And may I preface this by saying that this year, somehow, our personality doesn't fit in the boxes. Yes, this gentleman is not only a man of action, but also of countless talents, skills, human qualities, and and I think that every encounter with him makes us, without exaggeration, more cheerful, maybe more thoughtful, and I believe, indeed, better people. Trebbia 2023 for lifetime achievement. Do you know the puzzle that Jitka suggested? Well, I will just add charming man connecting humor with poetry. Well, he loved to draw and sang when he was a schoolboy. Then he was impressed by Voskovec and Very. Some time had passed, and then he has become a half of another legendary duo. Today, we see him as one of the most important personalities of Czech culture of the 20th and 21st century. A legend of the Czech artistic sky, Jiří Suchý is a theater actor, musician, lyrics writer, singer, poet, composer, writer, filmmaker, graphic designer, artist, theater director, comedian, and collector. He is a co-founder of Theatre na Zábradlí. He has collaborated with Miroslav Horníček and Ivan Vyskočil later. He formed an authorial duo with Jiří Schlitter, and together they founded the Semaphore Theatre. He is the co-author of comedies, cabarets, and musicals, such as Men from the Attics, Rosanna is Alone and Home, or Jonachen the Tinkle Dunkle, or The Well-Paid Walk, among others. He starred in Tamilo's 4 months film edition. He participated in the creation of the musical If a Thousand Clarinets. His longtime artist partner is actress and singer Jitka Molavcová. Just a simple list of theatrical, film, television, musical, literary, and artistic work of this incredible, prolific, and versatile author would fill dozens of pages of many awards, the Medal of Merit, second class, or the Order of Tomáš Garrigue Masaryk, first class, should be mentioned. I know that you are about to applaud, but let us welcome the lovely threesome. Here they come, actress and philanthropist, founder of the Dagmar and Václav Vize 97 Foundation, Dagmar Havlová, and President of the Association of Slovaks Abroad, Vladimír Skalský, who brings a letter from the Minister of Culture of the Slovak Republic, and of course our legend, Mr. Suchý. Mr. Jiří Suchý. Have a nice evening.
Dobrý večer. Tak,
Have a nice evening. Beautiful people, fantastic people. I'll start with you, Mrs. Havlová. Would you please share with us a personal memory of an encounter, a collaboration, an experience at the center of which was Mr. Jiří Suchý? Yes, I'm really touched that Miroslav Smolak just invited me to present you the Trebbia Prize Award because I deeply appreciate you and respect you. I'm really touched for everything you have done for our culture and cultural spirit. And then I would like to share with you one personal memory about a meeting that you have initiated, a meeting that caused that for 15 years I lived in a happy marriage.
Prosím, aj odovzdajme trofej.
So let's present the trophy, please, for the lifetime achievement. Mr. Skalsky, you have brought with you the letter from Sylvia Hroncová, the Slovak Minister of Culture. Nevertheless, she is really experienced with the Czech cultural scene also. So we know about a beautiful company where you can find Jiří Suchý. So let's see what she wrote to our laureate. Yes, she was also the director of the Opera of the National Theatre. Well, I have to say that we are all touched and fortunately, my task is a little bit easier because the first part is the letter from the minister. Allow me to thank you warmly, as well as the Trebbia International Nomination Committee for inviting me to the Trebbia International Award ceremony for the promotion of culture and arts. I greatly appreciate the invitation to this special event, but due to urgent other work commitments, I'm unable to attend the ceremony in person. As a Minister of Culture, I was pleased to take over the auspice of this event, given that the Minister of Culture of the Slovak Republic considers this event to be one of the essential components of not only Slovak but also international culture. I'm sincerely pleased that the Trebbia Lifetime Achievement Award will be presented to Mr. Jiří Suchý, a legend of the Czech art. And I would like to add a Czechoslovak Jiří Suchý, because he was also part of the Czechoslovak Spiritual Parliament. I warmly congratulate Mr. Suchý for his lifetime achievement in theatre, literature, film and music area. The achievement of this versatile artist cannot be summed up in a few sentences, so I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for all your efforts to contribute to the development of culture. And I would like to add my personal idea. It was a great arc that you have created together with Jiří's letter, popular music, promoter of Semaphore Theatre for dozens of years, together with Jitka Molavcová. And you are still so full of energy, loaded with energy. During the recent evening, remembering Milan Laskica, he was dancing and singing. Let's hope he will be that healthy for many, many years to come. Mr. Suchý, so to be honest, I'm reluctant to ask you for the question. It's clear to me that you can comment on the situation with originality and invention. So I will make the moderator Alexis and I give you 3 dots. The Trebbia Award. Well, I'm a little bit embarrassed that I'm getting it, that I'm the awarded one, because I'm getting it for something that I loved doing for my entire life, but what I needed to live. I feel that I'm being awarded for breathing, actually. And even though I'm 91 years old, I'm still alive. Nevertheless, I'm grateful for this award because I'm really glad that somebody is noticing what I'm what I have done for, I don't dare to say for how many years, what I have done in theater and different media. So thank you very much, to put it simple.
Still full of activity, full of energy, humor, Mr. Jiří Suchý.
Jiří Suchý. Gratulujeme.
Congratulations.
A úcta nášho publika.
My se teda máme, že se
And
můžeme potkat
an
s
honor
takovými
of our
osobnostmi.
On je stále činný.
audience. He's still
Milí
very
přátelé,
active.
nechejme v
Dear
sobě
friends,
doznít dojmy z tohoto
let's
jedinečného a vzácného setkání při poslechu
digest
hudby
those
z opery
feelings
Marta od
and
Friedricha
let's
von
listen
Slotova. Když ji na počátku
the
20.
music.
století inscenovali v
Let's
newyorské
let the impressions of
metropolitní
this rare
nesmírně
encounter
zaujala i
reverberate
Amerika
within
Caruso.
us while listening to the music opera
roli
Marta by
Lionela.
Friedrich von Slotov when it was performed at the Metro Opera in New York in the early 20s and with Caruso, and it will be especially he specifically liked the role of Lionel, and his aria will be sung by a tenor, Mr. Josef Graf.
Benefiční
Charity
dražba.
auction. Dear ladies, dear gentlemen, distinguished guests, at our gala ceremony now comes a moment that many of you associate with both beauty and adrenaline. No, we do not intend to put you into a phase of acute stress or increase your blood pressure, but exciting events are definitely in store. We are about to auction of well-known personalities, paintings, and how else when the role of the auctioneer will be taken by Miroslav Smolák, the founder of the Trebbia International Award, organizer of this celebratory evening. A lovely good evening.
Dobrý večer.
Good evening, distinguished guests. After so many beautiful, wise words who went through the whole world via YouTube channel, let me invite you to this charity auction to fulfill the charity assignment of this evening. I would like to ask my assistants to bring the paintings on the stage.
A poprosím pana
And I
režiséra
would
Váňka,
ask Mr. Director
aby nám
Vaněk
predstavil prvý
to
obraz.
introduce the first painting. The oil painting Muse by Jitka Exler, an artist with threatening visions, continues to the phenomenal Czech and European cubist work, which she enriches with feminine coloring and a gentle and careful painting of the shades of each color used. It is certainly no coincidence that this artist is often called the female version of Picasso in professional circles. Many thanks. Jitka Exler lives for decades in New York. She gave us this painting. I took it over the airport just recently. And let me mention that each painting starts on the amount of 100,000 Czech crowns. Who wants to bid as a first? 100,000 crowns for the first.
100 000 korun mám.
100,000 crowns.
Poprvé dodá 110 000 korun.
Who will offer
110 000 korun.
110,000.
120 000.
120,000.
120 000 poprvé.
120,000 for the first time. Second time, 130,000. 130,000, table number 4 for the first time. 130,000 for the second time. 140,000 for the first time. 140,000, gentlemen in the rear. 140,000 for the second time. 150,000, the middle table. 150,000 for the first time. For the charity reasons. 150,000 for the second time. 160,000, gentlemen on the left side, for the first time. For the second time, 160,000, 170,000 for the first time, for the second time, and 170,000 for the third time. Many thanks and applaud for the bidder. Please, Lady Bidder, join us on the stage.
Paní Jitka těsně před odletom z New Yorku
Mrs. Jitka Exler, prior to the fly from New York, she had to undertake some minor surgery. Mr. Kubíček, please assist us.
Paní vydržitelko.
Mrs. Bidder.
paní vydržitelko,
Mrs.
nejdřív, než
Bitter,
vám předáme obraz,
before we give you
proč jste nám pomohla opětovně?
the
Protože mám ráda
painting?
umění.
Why did you help us again? Because I love art and I love business. Please present the painting.
Paní Jitko, chcete říct,
Mrs. Jitka,
dejme slovo paní Jitce.
would you like to say something? We are there for you.
Děkujeme za
Many
obraz
thanks.
darovaný. Dejte ho asistence.
Please, assistant will help to carry it for you.
Poprosím
And I will ask director for presentation of the second painting, Jaromil Másler's painting, Forget Everything for a Moment, creates a sense of calm in the viewer at first sight. The motive of a dreamy woman curled up in a precise painterly execution nicely captures one of the most distinctive lines of thought in the artist's work, which is the constant search of the innermost human thoughts.
Thank you very much. I would like to share with you a detail about Jaromír Másler. 3 to 4 weeks ago, he donated us the paintings. We just put it to our gallery, and the young couple from Singapore came to our gallery and bought the painting. The painting is already in Singapore, and Mr. Másler had donated us the second painting, so he offers 100,000 crowns. 100,000 crowns, 100,000 crowns, second table, 100,000 crowns.
Dá někdo 110 000 korun?
110,000 crowns, 110,000 crowns, 120,000, 130,000, 140,000, 150,000, 160,000, 170,000, 180,000, 190,000, 200,000 crowns. Anybody?
Dá někdo 200
Anybody?
000?
200,000 crowns? 200,000 crowns. And now let's increase by 20,000.
200 000 máme poprvé,
So
220 000.
220,000 crowns, 220,000,
a 220
220,000.
000 po třetí.
No, 240,000. No, sorry, 240,000. 260,000. 260,000. 260,000. 260,000. And 260,000 for the third time. So I would like to ask the winning bidder.
Potlesk, prosím, potlesk.
Applaud, please. Let's applaud.
Nebylo to dohovorené,
Yeah,
nevím,
it was
či sa
not
navzájom
agreed.
poznajú, či sú
I don't know
priatelia,
whether
ale
they are
dopadlo to
friends or not,
vynikajúco.
but the result is outstanding.
Prosím, prevezmite obraz, pani Chmelárová.
The painting is yours, Mrs. Chmelarová.
Dobrý, dobrý. Len tak ďalej, len tak ďalej.
Please continue
Ďakujem
in
veľmi
this
pekne.
way. No, sorry, I will not
Ďakujem.
bid for the next painting.
Teraz poprosím réžiu o
I would
predstavenie
like
tretieho
to
obrazu.
ask for introduction of the third painting. The painting of one of the most outstanding contemporary Czech paintings of the generation of the 50s, Martin Šárovec, titled Light the Candle of the Feast, referred to its motive to still lives of the Dutch school. Despite the energetic approach to painting, which is evident in the vigorous brushstrokes, the work has a warm, cozy feeling.
Martin Šárovec belongs 20 years to my core authors in my gallery in Strahov Monastery. I believe in his future, and I will ask directory for the timekeeping who offers 100,000 crowns for the first time, for the 110,000 for the first time, 110,000 for the second time. Anybody? 120,000. 110,000 for the second time. 110,000 for the second and a bit. 110,000 for the third time. Mr. Auctioneer, applaud for you.
Ďakujem.
Many thanks.
Ďakujem
Many thanks
novému pánu vydražiteľu, ktorého
to
nepoznám
our
a
new
ktorý nám
auctioneer,
prezradí,
new bidder.
prečo nám pomohol.
And please let us
Prosím,
know
máte
why
slovo.
did you help us.
Obraz
The
je to
floor is yours.
krásný, mám
It's a
rád
beautiful
umění a mám
painting.
rád
I
vás.
love art and I
Děkuji.
like you.
Děkuji vám.
Many
Děkuji.
thanks.
Prosím, obraz je váš.
The painting is yours.
A prosím
And
predstaviť
please present
čtvrtý
the
obraz.
fourth painting.
Obraz
The
všestranného
painting
a
by the
geniálního
versatile
českého
and brilliant
umělce
Czech
Jiřího
artist Jiří
Anderleho
Anderle
je
is
vytvořený
created
kombinovanou
using
technikou.
mixed media.
Přes odlišnost
In spite of the
použitých
differences in the
výtvarných
art
materiálů
materials used,
vzniklo z
acrylic,
akrylu, akvarelu,
watercolor
tušky
pencil
a
and
rutky
red pencil
harmonicky
have
působící
been
dílo
used to
s
create a
výmluvným
harmonious
názvem
work with the
Nekonečno a
eloquent
dívka,
title
pro
Infinity
které
and the
platí
Girl,
známé
for which
rčení
the
o tom,
well-known
že v
saying
jednoduchosti
that
je
there is a
krása.
beauty in simplicity applies.
Jiří Anderle je jediný český
Jiří Anderle
umelec,
is
ktorý sa
the
nachádza
only
v
Czech
Metropolitnom múzeu
artist
v New Yorku.
which has
Je
his
to
art
hrdosť
in
českej kultúry.
Metropolitan
A ja na
Museum
ňom
in
prezradím,
New York,
že čerstvým
and I have to
nositeľom
share
záslužného kríže
that
Božieho hrobu
he has
Jeruzalemského,
the Jerusalem
ktorý sa udelil pod záštitou
God
pápeža.
cross under the
Vážený
auspices
Jirko,
of
ja ti ďakujem,
the
že si
Pope.
opätovne
Dear,
daroval obraz
it is the
od
notorious cross of the
Pani
Holy
Jiří Anderle je medzi nami, ale
Sepulchre.
nejdřív musíme obraz prodat.
But please,
Prosím pana
we would like
režiséra,
to sell your
aby spustil
painting.
hodiny.
Director, timekeeping.
100 000,
100,000,
110 000,
110,000, 120,000, 130, 140, 150, 160,
úplně vzad 170,
170,
180,
180,
180,
180,000 for the first time,
180,
180, 190
poprvé
for the first
190,
time,
po druhé
for the second
190,
time, 190,
po druhé a štvrť,
for the second and a quarter,
190 000,
190,000.
200 dává někdo 200,
Anybody coming with 200,000 offer?
190 000 po třetí. Pane vydržiteli,
190,000 for the third time.
Jirko Anderle,
Mr.
prosím, pojď
Auctioneer
k nám.
and Mr. Jiří Anderle,
Jiří
join us
Anderle,
on the
pojď k nám,
stage,
prosím.
please.
Děkuji Jiřímu
Thank
Anderlemu
you,
za to, že
Jiří
nám
Anderle,
věnoval obraz.
for
Děkuji panu Lekešovi, protože se
granting
známe,
us the
že
painting.
opětovně vydražil.
And Mr. Lekeš.
A máte slovo, pane Lekeši.
The floor is yours as an auctioneer. We met with the master 15 minutes ago in the castle yard. We took pictures and I promised him that I will bid for his painting.
Do rozpaku mě to přivádí.
I am a bit confused, but dear friend, I would like to wish you, if you look at this painting, that you would live the feeling of joy and happiness as I did when I created it.
Děkuji vám.
Many thanks.
Dámy a páni,
Dear ladies, dear gentlemen, the 21st annual 21st numeral is symbolic. A lot of wise people and history considered 7 years in the history as a break-even point, 21 divided by 7. Well, I introduce you a trophy, statuettes. You are just watching. It's the guardian angel Stefan Milkov that represents the Trebbia statue. It was once casted in bronze. This is the raisin model, and in a moment we will ask for time. Nevertheless, if somebody decides within 21 seconds, well, you have 21 seconds to buy this bronze statue of the guardian angel.
vyvolávacia cena nebude 100 000, ale katalogová cena tejto
So it's a catalog price, not 100,000, but 3 million crowns. Nevertheless, if anybody decides now in 21 seconds, you'll get it for 2.5 million Czech crowns. So 21 seconds, please.
...21 vteřin,
21
kto chce
seconds,
za 2,5 milióna
2.5 million
bronzového aniela strážneho,
Czech crowns for bronze guardian angel. You will have to
keď nikto,
raise your hand.
uplynulo 21 sekúnd.
Nobody?
Teraz uplynulo,
So
počkáme do
21
budúceho roka,
seconds is
bude stať
over,
4
so we will
milióny.
wait for next
Ďakujem
year.
vám pekne.
It will be worth 4 million crowns.
Odovzdávam
Thank you
slovo.
very much. So I would like to give a floor to the moderators. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, for being that initiative. It was great and fast. The adrenaline had propagated here. Yeah, thank you very much for really quick 740,000 Czech crowns. We have counted it. Hopefully, the checking mechanisms would confirm the price. So it's today's benefit auction, and the member of the board of directors, Mrs. Denka Sigmundová, will take the prize 740,000 crowns. So Mr. Smolák will write the amount on the fundraising check. Very nice amount, and we would like to ask Zdenka how the money are going to be spent. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I have brought with me the page book that will be printed in 3,000 copies. It's the history of this exceptional international Trebbia Prize that we plan to distribute it to 40 countries in every continent, and you'll find it on your desk here. So, of course, this year edition will be added. We would like to thank you very much for your support of this beautiful evening. Have a very nice time. Thank you very much.
And this money will serve the right reason. I expected that we will maintain 700,000, but thank you very much that we exceeded this amount. Congratulations. Mr. Smolák, are you happy with the charity auction, with the result and the atmosphere and the final amount? Dear guests, I don't need to be satisfied. You're supposed to be happy and satisfied in your souls. This is the proof that you join us, that you bought the tickets, sponsors supported. We found new sponsors in Bratislava. We pay tribute to Trebbia, will never it's peacemaking, and it will be peaceful and rewarded 115 laureates, and we do believe that in the next 21 years will be on the stage somebody else and will continue in this work. Many thanks to all of you for your generosity.
Všem účastníkům dražby,
Participates of the
a
auctions,
vydražitelům
authors
děkujeme.
and bidders, many thanks.
Milí hosté, vážení
Dear
diváci,
guests, dear
uzavírá se
spectators, the
21.
21st Trebbia Award ceremony is coming to a
Příjemné
close.
vyznění si zasloužili všichni
All our
naši
guests,
hosté,
artists, patrons and
umělci,
supporters have
mecenáši
contributed
a
to its
samozřejmě
enriching
vydání
and
a
gracious
hlavně
atmosphere, and of course you ladies and gentlemen who have taken your seat in the Spanish hall at the Prague Castle. If the welcoming atmosphere that prevails here was also perceived by the viewers of Czech and Slovak television TV Nova and the YouTube channel Trebbia, we would be extremely happy. Let us express our hope that art, its creators and friends will meet at Trebbia again in 2024. We will say goodbye with the music of Antonín Dvořák from the opera The Jacobin. The well-known duet will be performed by Alena Miro and Pavel Kubaň, accompanied by the Slovak Chamber Orchestra and members of the Slovak Philharmonic Orchestra under the baton of Jaroslav Kysling. Have a wonderful evening, and we look forward to a year from now. Goodbye.
Jsme bloudili, ach dlouhá léta dlouhá, zrak slzisté skukalili, a v srdci vřela touha. Kdo ščítal naše povzdechy, kdo zvítězí ta útěchy, tu z hloubi duše zapěli, jsme sobě českou píseň a z duše chmury zmizeli ze slávy.